that now you are the teacher and I am the student. So you are seated in the chair of the teacher now. So, for example, if I say, because one can receive instruction, one can give instruction only if he have received instruction properly. So what you learn in the lessons in this, I want to see how is this experiment. That you play the role of the teacher, and now I am the student. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Eh? So, for example, let's say on the pattern of jump one note thing. You tell me if it is okay. I will say I did my homework and I learned this like this.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah,
What is wrong?
You didn't switch the fingers in the second pattern.
But first of all, one thing, we are doing the assessment of a scale plane, and
where's the metronome? Yeah.
where is the metronome? That's the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, based on what? Because people will come there. When you are a teacher, in my experience, I have this experience that people will come there and will say, "Oh, I do this, like that." No, wait 1 second. What we are talking about? That pattern, una progresión. Now let's see, at what speed are you working with that? Because we are not with metronome. It has no ground to do the assessment. So first of all, what Dawson says, where is the metronome? So then now I will tell you, well, you know, I don't know at what speed I am playing. Then what do you say?
You need to know.
But why? Such and such a teacher told me that there is no meaning to metronome. First you learn the things and then metronome or not, that's not a problem.
Well, you need a metronome to work on your time to make sure that you're not speeding up, slowing down. Keeps
But
you honest.
I think I am not speeding up.
You won't be able to play with people if you don't have a certain speed, if you don't have a steady speed.
But I think I have a steady speed without the metronome.
Well,
If you think you have a steady enough speed without the metronome, then just you want to check it, make sure that you're able to line up with the metronome.
Exactly. Because if it is so proper what you are doing and you don't need metronome, then it means you can play with or without. So that's one thing. Because this argument comes out many times. I tell you, people will say this nonsense that, oh, I think that, such and such says this, the other teacher said like this, the other said like that. They will say these things. So you have to know what to answer that will help them to improve. Because the job of the teacher is to make the others better, right? So that's why if I said that, you have to correct me, that no, you need to, okay, so now let's say, for example, now we will say that I will work with 96 beats per minute on this pattern, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that okay?
Switch the fingers, did you?
When?
The second time.
Which second time? Okay, I played it and you check what I am doing.
You started with the index. You started with this position.
So should I know with which finger I have to start? Or I can start with anything?
You can start with anything as long as you can switch correctly with the second one.
Exactly, that's the answer, yes. You can start with anything as long as you switch. Okay, that's good. Until here we are okay. Now let's see. So I played it and you tell me if it is right or wrong. but you are the teacher. You have to correct.
Yeah.
You
You doubled up.
You have to say right away, because I will go on doing the wrong thing. Your job is to see what I am doing wrong. Again. No, first of all, why again without
With the
metronome?
Yeah.
Again, that's another thing. You see, that's not the way to learn how to teach. This is what we are making, building teachers. You are already a teacher of music on our instrument and composition and bass. And you also can be teacher, but you have to know these things. Okay, so now you are the teacher and I am the student. Okay? Okay, please tell me if I am doing this right. No, why?
metronome.
There is no metronome. Well, but let me tell you, I can go this fast.
No, but still.
No,
you need
we
to measure speed. You need to
we
make sure
first,
it's-
yes. First we have to work on one speed. Which speed you are working? The pattern of the scale. So say, once we decide that, it's at 96, then 3, 4. So suppose you do.
You've doubled up the fingers. We're changing the fingers too much.
Eh?
You didn't switch the fingers in the second one.
Where I have to switch.
And starting from the second.
So, if what does it mean?
If you start with
What's the mistake?
if you start with the middle finger, next pattern you have to start with index.
So if I go one fret here, I start with the index. With which finger I have to end?
With the index.
With the index. And then the next one I have to alternate?
To start with the middle.
But that's very difficult, man. Why you
I
ask me
would
that?
say it's easier if you think of index finger lines up with the click. Do index, index, index. Couple
Let me
times.
try to what you are saying. 3, 4, E.
Now it's going with the second finger.
Eh?
Now the click was lining up with the second finger, so it has to be consistent.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that okay?
That's better.
But now you went back to the first position.
So is that wrong or right?
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Why?
Because if you were at this position,
How is
Sec-
it called that position?
this is the easy position,
Easy step.
easy step. This is the hard step. Is this way.
So this is paso fácil, easy step,
Easy step.
with index on the second string, you mean?
Mhm.
And middle on the first string.
First string.
That's what?
That's the easy step.
That's easy step. And middle on the second string and index on the first one, what's that?
That's the hard step.